Now, 13.5 is a question on repeating copolymers, so you should take a look at 13.4, which I talked a little bit about repeating copolymers and how the experiment works. But here, so in studies using repeating copolymers with AC, now an AC, repeating copolymer with AC incorporates threonine and histidine into a protein. So let's see, I'll diagram this. AC, AC, AC. So now this gives us threonine and, I just said it, and histidine. So a repeating copolymer of RNA, if we take that repeating copolymer and we add it to our protein producing cell lysate, and we have different tubes with different radioactively labeled amino acids, we will find that threonine is incorporated into a protein, and then histidine is also incorporated into a protein. So, okay, that's one. Now, the next repeating copolymer is CAA. So, CAA, 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 CAA. Now, if we add an RNA like this to the protein producing cell lysate, we will find that we can get glutamine incorporated into a protein. We can also incorporate asparagine, and we can incorporate threonine. And again, you don't need to memorize amino acids. You're going to do that in biochemistry. And you'll have a codon table with all the amino acids listed. So 3 different amino acids here. And the question is, what triplet code can definitely be assigned to threonine? Okay, so let's see if we can do this. So let's look through the different codons that we can find in these repeating copolymers. So we see ACA here. I want a different color. ACA, 5' here, 3' here. CAC, and do we have any others? CAC, ACA, CAC here, ACA. No, we only see 2 different kinds. There are 2 different codons in that repeating copolymer. So let's look down here. We see CAA, we see AAC, we see ACA, CAA, and then we start repeating again. So only 3 types of codons down here. Okay, so these 2 codons up here need to code for each one of these. One of them has to code for threonine, and one of them needs to code for histidine. There's only 2 codons, there's only 2 amino acids, so each of these codons has to go with one of these amino acids. So if ACA goes with threonine, CAC goes with histidine. If ACA goes with histidine, then CAC has to go with threonine. Now for these down here, we have 3 codons and 3 amino acids. So same thing. So one of these codons has to go with glutamine, one has to go with asparagine, one has to go with threonine. And maybe some of you have already seen what's going on here. So we want to know what codon has to go with threonine. Okay, well, I'm going to change this color. So this is a C, you can't really tell. It's kind of messy. So there's an ACA here, and there's an ACA up here. So because the same codon is found in both the different experiments, we have to find the same amino acid being incorporated into both proteins of both experiments. So there's only one amino acid in common, threonine, right? Threonine here and threonine here. And there's one codon in common, ACA, ACA. So ACA has to code for threonine. So ACA codes for threonine. Another way to look at that, if ACA coded for histidine, well, there's an ACA down here, so we should see a histidine here, but we don't. It's because ACA doesn't code for histidine. ACA codes for threonine. So I'm going to erase that. I wonder if I can, nope, I don't want that. What I want to do is paste in that codon table again and see if we're right. See if, hey, what happened? Oh, there we go. See if ACA does code for threonine. So here's our codon table. ACA, where are you? AC does not code. Yes, it does. A codes for threonine. Okay, we got it right. So, and you know, the beauty of this experiment is, you know, the question just asked us what codon codes for threonine. Well, we also learned what codon codes for histidine, right? If ACA codes for threonine, there's only one other codon and amino acid in this experiment up here. So once we know ACA codes for threonine, we know CAC codes for histidine. Now let's see if that's true. CAC, this better be true. Let's see. CAC, where's my pen? CAC. Can't find, there you are, histidine. Perfect, perfect. And we can go even further and say that CAA has to code for either glutamine or asparagine, and AAC has to code for the other. So, again, this is how GoBind Khorana is deciphering the genetic code. It's a beautiful process and a lot of fun, and it's amazing how he came up with this. This is great.